Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brandy and you're watching the Glam Belle, and today I'm here to share with you some of my best tips on how to make yourself look younger with makeup. Listen, I'm 42. I want to age gracefully and that's great, but I love the power and the magic that makeup can have in enhancing your features and really just creating a younger, more youthful look. So if you are into that, you definitely want to stick around. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and make sure to hit that bell so that you don't miss any future uploads. And this is not going to be a long intro, so let's go ahead and jump on into it. Okay, jumping right in, my very first tip is making sure to choose the right foundation. If you have more maturing dry skin, then you're not going to want to pick a very matte dry foundation. I just talked about all of this in a recent video. I will leave it linked in the description box. You want to look for foundations that say serum, dewy, glowy, satin. The Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation is a really great one for this. This one is a great drugstore option. This is the L'Oreal Trumatch Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. It's going to give your skin that very glowy, dewy look, and that's what we want, because that's what looks more youthful. And I am just going to start to work that into the skin. This gives like a medium coverage finish, so you do get a little bit of coverage, but it's really the glow that I love so much. As we age, gravity takes effect. Things kind of start to sag and drop, so the goal with having a more youthful look is that more lifted look. So concealer that you're using, and concealer placement. Again, I go back to hydrating because typically as we age, we have drier skin. The Kosas Revealer Concealer, this is a great hydrating formula. All you need is just a tiny bit in that inner corner to cover up any dark circles, and then to create that lifted look, you can just pull this out right there. Gone are the days of making the big triangle, and if that's your jam, then you rock it out. But if you want that more lifted look, this is definitely the way to go. You can blend this in with your finger. I like to go in with a damp beauty blender and just bring that down and lift it up. Doing this, you avoid having too much concealer and creating cakey under eyes. My next tip is actually not using makeup. I want to thank Sleep and Glow for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I have been using the Omnia Sleep and Glow pillow for probably close to a year now, and I am obsessed with it. It is definitely one of the ways that I keep my face, my skin looking young. If you're someone that sleeps, which most of us are, this is a great way to really preserve your skin and really get really great sleep. If you use a typical regular pillow, unless you are laying completely on your back and you never flip over, you're going to lay your head on that pillow and it's gonna smush your face, it's smushing your skin, it's creating fine lines and wrinkles. You might not see the effects of this right away, but over time, as you're laying on that pillow night after night after night, those wrinkles are going to start to set in, and you're really gonna see the effects of that as you age. So in steps the Omnia pillow, and this literally really changes the skin game for me. This pillow basically has cradles on each side of the pillow that just cradles your face, and I am an avid side sleeper. I cannot sleep on my back, so I literally flip from side to side during the night. And the great part is that this pillow has a cradle on each side, so when I flip over, my face is being cradled every single time, no matter which way I lay. And that little cradle action is preventing all of those wrinkles and smushing of the face, which really preserves the skin and is going to keep you looking youthful as you age. Since using this pillow, I definitely have seen a decrease in that morning puffiness in my skin. I don't have pillow marks on my face anymore. I get better sleep. This pillow is memory foam, so it really shapes and molds to your neck, your head. And it also has an internal foam layer to adjust the height of the pillow. And the coolest part is that this pillow is going to last you for 5 years, and they do have a 30-day money-back sleep and guarantee. So you can buy it, you can try it out for 30 days. If you hate it, then you can send it back. but I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it just like I do. I do have a 10% off code with Sleep and Glow. It is Brandy10. That will save you 10% on your purchases. As much as I love this pillow, I do want to mention very, very quickly that they have a silk collection now. So they have silk scrunchies, which I use every single night to pineapple my hair right before bed. They also have a silk sleeping mask that's going to help you get better sleep, keeping out all the light. I do love a silk bonnet for especially my wash days to keep my curls that are nice and freshly washed preserved. And they do have a silk bonnet as well. Love the look of this, the material. It's beautiful. It's so soft. It's comfortable. Definitely check out Sleep and Glow, not only for the pillow, but check out their entire silk collection because you guys are going to love it. My next tip has to do with powder. Gone are the days of baking. As you get older, as your skin starts to age, baking does not work. It just doesn't. The less powder you use, the better. Stick to cream products if you can. And yes, you can still set your cream products with a little bit of powder so that you're not going to have to worry about them moving all over your skin. Powder tends to dry us out, settles into fine lines and wrinkles, and it just is not as becoming as we age. Take a very light translucent powder. This one is by Nars. I've really been loving this one. This is their light reflecting setting powder. Right before I set my under eyes, because I do set my concealed areas, I do like to go back in with the Beauty Blender just one more time to tap out any wrinkles where that concealer has kind of settled. I just dip a little brush, tap any excess off, and then just pop that right on so slightly. Look how smooth that just made my under eye. Now that we've powdered, it's time for contour, and contour placement is huge in creating a more youthful look. We've always said to find your cheekbone and then kind of roll right underneath of it, and that's where you're going to contour. You can apply your contour and then it's easy to kind of blend it out and it starts to kind of drag down here. That's going to drag the face down instead of lift it up. Find that cheekbone, like right underneath the cheekbone, and roll up one, not super high, but just roll up one and kind of put that right on that cheekbone area. I use the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. I am going to go right here, just right on that cheekbone. Damp Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to blend that out. I mean, just like that. This is no contour. This is contour. This is lifted. This is sculpted. This is snatched. Contouring just a little bit under that jawline. It's going to help conceal that little area that starts to kind of drop right under the jawline. So just a tiny bit of contour right there, blended in, really can snatch the neck. Next up is blush placement. Cream products are everything as you get older, okay? It's gonna help create a more youthful, glowy, natural look. This is the Makeup Revolution Super Dewy Liquid Blush. This particular one is called Blushing in Love. A lot of people like to place it on the apples of the cheeks because that's what we were always told. When you have youthful, plump skin, you can put it on the apples of the cheeks and it looks amazing. As you get older and your face starts to droop a little bit, putting it on the apples of the cheeks can actually pull the face down. Put your blush placement right above where you put that contour. So I'm going to add just like a few little drops because a little bit of this goes a long, long way. And then I'm just taking a dense brush and just gonna stipple that right on in. I even like to bring my blush a little bit around my eye. It draws the eye up. Next tip is using a little bit of highlight. You don't have to go overboard. You don't have to look like a disco ball, even though I personally love that look. And this blush actually is a dewy blush, so it has a little bit of glow. But say you went in with a matte blush, adding a little bit of highlight to the top of the cheekbone very subtly is going to look beautiful. If you have a lot of texture, if you have a ton of fine lines and wrinkles around your eye, highlight might not be your jam because it can accentuate texture and fine lines. But if you don't have a ton of texture, using a little bit of highlight can go a long way. So this is the Cheeky Rose highlighter in the shade Champagne from Winky Luxe, and it's cream. So I just go in there with my brush and then just keeping it right on the top part of the cheekbone. A touch of highlight, glistening, like a little bit of glistening on the cheek, and I am obsessed. And I did add just a little bit of that highlight right to the nose as well. Okay, next we're going to talk about brows. The more you arch your brow, the tail of the brow down, it's going to droop your eye. It's going to make the eye look heavier. What you want to do, focus on lifting the brow. I kind of concealed that very end of my brow and kind of went straight out from there. The straighter, the more lifted the tail of the brow is, the more youthful your brows are going to look. I do have microblading, so mine are kind of already filled in. I'm just gonna briefly show you. I'm using the Winky Luxe Universal Brow Pencil. I'm staying kind of straight. I'm not bringing the tail down. And then you can add a little bit of brow gel and you're good to go. Now we're gonna get into eyeshadow, and the first thing I wanna show you is how using a base truly changes the look of your eyes. So this is with a base. This is the P.Louise cosmetic base for the eyes, and this is without. So as we age, our skin gets thinner and you start to get those purple and red veins that kind of come through. You can see I definitely have veiny kind of eyelids. A base will cancel all of that out. Instant brightness. Next tip has to do with eyeshadow. I'm just going to go in with the Born This Way Sunset Stripped palette. I'm going to use a very neutral shade in here. If you just take this and put it right above the crease, not where your normal crease is, but right above it, it's going to instantly create a higher crease for you. And it's going to make you look like you have more lid space. The next thing you want to do is you want to blend that out and kind of up. Even if you don't do anything with your eyeshadow but this is going to make the eyes look a little more lifted. Just going in with a little bit of a deeper shade, going right where I put that first color, out and up. Okay, that's gonna lift the eye. Next is lashes. As we age, we start to lose lashes. Our lashes become more sparse. Use a lash primer before going in with your mascara. This one is by Lancome. Any type of lash primer is gonna really help create longer, more lifted lashes. And the other thing with mascara is using 2 coats of mascara. Go in with your primer, then go in with your first coat of mascara, let that dry for about 30 to 60 seconds, and then go in with a second coat. Your lashes are going to be much thicker, much longer. When you can build up those lashes, it instantly makes the face look brighter, more wide awake. My next tip is to create a poutier lip look. The older we get, we lose volume in the lips. So if you're not out there getting lip filler, then you're probably experiencing a little bit of deflation in the lips, which is totally fine. That is completely normal. But if you want to combat that, here's a few tricks. You can take a little bit of contour shade and go right underneath of that bottom lip. Contour creates a shadow. So this is creating a shadow underneath of that lip, which is gonna make the lip appear poutier. Go in with a little bit of that contour right above the top lip. Keep it right at the top of that lip contour. I don't bring it all the way down the side. Instantly, my lips look plump. You can go in with a little bit of lip liner and overdraw the lip line just a little bit. I take a neutral pencil. This one is by KKW. It's in the shade Taupewood. We're just gonna go right underneath my natural lip line. Follow the normal shape on the side. And then same thing with the top, creating an overline right at the top. And then following the natural lip shape as you go down. And then I like to fill in the lips with the lip liner just a little bit. Now that we have the lip liner on, we're gonna go in with a lighter lipstick. It's gonna make the lips look more juicy. This is seriously my favorite lip gloss for this. This is the shade Tokyo by Ladycode. Add that right to the center and then just start to press the lips together, tap it in so that it blends in with the lip liner. And there you have your more plumped up lips. And then my last tip is to always use a setting spray or a hydrating mist, just something to help hydrate the skin. If you put any powder on your face, it's gonna get rid of any powdery finish. This is the Sky Organics Organic Rose Water Facial Mist. Instantly, everything just sinks into the skin and looks more like skin. And to me, the older I get, the more I want my makeup to look like my skin. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you got some helpful tips out of it. If you have any tips, leave them in the description box. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.